All right, here we go, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Managing Partners Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Daisey. Always trying to bring you the best guests, experts from all around the country and the world. Anything that I can do to help my law firm audience get ahead. So today, I have a really cool guest. He's with the Rainmaker Institute. Philip Fairley, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kevin. Really excited to be here. Been enjoying our chats before the show as well, but I'm excited about today.
Yeah, it's been great getting to know you, and I appreciate you all reaching out. And a great fit for the show. We got some good stuff to talk about. So everyone that's tuning in, you're about to hear some good stuff from Philip here, and we're going to share back and forth our thoughts and ideas. Have some actionable takeaways as well, as always. And so get your notebook out and take notes. So, Philip, as always, I like to start with, tell us your background, your story, and what you're doing today and how that's going to help all the attorneys that are listening.
Yeah, well, once again, I appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit of knowledge and education, because that's what I love to do. And that's really what I'm passionate about. And my background comes from being an entrepreneur and working a lot with law firms in the legal space. And I started that in about 1998. And that was a technology firm in Chicago. And I just tended to lean more towards working with law firms because they had a lot of high-end specific needs. And then ever since then, it's just really evolved until the last 10, 15 years. It's really just been dedicated with helping law firm owners. And when I say that, what I'm passionate about is helping them grow their business in various ways. So I've been the president of Rainmaker for about 6 years now. The company was founded in 1999, and we've been blessed to have worked with over 23,000 law firms and attorneys since our founding. And
which is insane. I see that on your website, and that's impressive.
Yep. Anybody outside of the industry, Kevin, they look at us like with the side eye, and they're like, really? That's what you've done? But for us, we take it as a source of pride, because what our goal has always been is to educate attorneys and turn them into business owners. And that's really been my journey. And the reason why I'm passionate about it, and specifically at Rainmaker when I took it over, my brother, Stephen Fairley, had founded the company, and he was really kind of a titan, what I call a titan of the industry. And unfortunately, he was struck with a really ugly disease called cancer. And that was about 5 or 6 years ago. And at that time, that's when I sold my current tech companies and relocated my entire family to Arizona to be with my brother, because we were best friends. Went to college together, best men in each other's weddings. When he was starting Rainmaker, I was starting my tech firms. And so, then unfortunately, about 3 years ago, almost to the date, that he had passed away. And the neat part, what I've been able to do is really, thank you. I appreciate that. Been really able to continue his legacy. And I've done that in a completely different arena than what Rainmaker used to be. And we've embraced data, technology, modern marketing. We've moved away from a lot of coaching and consulting in that arena and just really modernized, because what's working now is different than what was working a couple of years ago. So my evolution has always been passionate about helping business owners, because I've been there. I've taken the haircut when there was nothing in payroll left over. I've had to bootstrap many companies. I had successes, I had failures. So I know it's so difficult. And law firms, they just double down because they're in a very sophisticated and a difficult industry called law. And then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to double down and just be a business owner as well. Right. So that really kind of brings us up to really my journey. And what we do at Rainmaker is we help law firm owners grow.
Well, I love it. That's what I like to do too. And that's what this podcast is all about. So you're in the right place, sir. I appreciate it. For everyone listening too, real quick, the website address below, if you're watching us on video, LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. If not, if you're listening to this in your car or working out, it's the rainmakerinstitute.com. Straightforward. So the rainmakerinstitute.com. Check out Philip's company, get more familiar with what they do. their services and who they help, obviously lawyers. So, Phil, what I wanted to do, and we kind of talked before we got recording here, was one of the things that you were like, good thing to ask you is what opportunities, because you do a lot of things and you help lawyers with a lot of areas in their business. What are some of the opportunities that you see right now that lawyers can take advantage of?
Yeah, well, it's such a crowded market space and there's so many options out there. And when you ask that, what's some of the best opportunities, my mind quickly goes to how can I grow my business? So if we're looking for the best opportunities to grow your business, you're in luck, because even though you think your big competitors are just outspending you in your market and they'll always spend more than you and you can't get it, there are so many opportunities for the small and mid-sized law firms that to attract and convert clients, it's probably the best time to be a business owner. So instead of shying away from all the opportunities out there, being scared, like, is AI going to take my, they passed the bar and they litigated a case and what's next? I live in Arizona and you don't even have to be an attorney anymore to own a law firm. Oh my goodness. Don't pull into your shell, embrace change. So a couple of the opportunities that I see right now, I slice this up in a couple ways. One, I look for paid marketing. You get the immediate hits. The first and the second and the third and the fourth thing you should do is max out your Google local service ads. That by far is the cheapest way to get your phone to ring and the cheapest way to acquire a new client. But you have to have good Google reviews to get there, right?
So LSA ads is what we call them, but local service ads, if you see those ones at the top of the search with your picture and your reviews, those are great. You look into it, you can sign up for it and get approved for them. There's a little bit of a process.
There is
pretty straightforward, but
yeah, Kevin, and I think I think if you're spending money on paid marketing, go there first, max it out, then look at the other opportunities into like pay-per-click and social, right? So if you flip it from non-paid opportunities to more organic opportunities, I think first and foremost, there's not enough law firms that are focusing on SEO. And SEO is the long game. It's asset building. That's why a lot of firms will pair LSA ads to get their phone to ring with long-term asset building like SEO that doesn't go away, builds your authority, and you give it time to percolate. And I have to tell you, its ROI is the highest ROI there is. So outside of that, and by the way,
the exact approach that we take here is you got to get the phone ringing right away, but you got to be investing in those long-term, or you'll never get there, right? You're just kicking the ball down the road. You're never going to establish that long-term value.
Yeah. When you turn off the spigot, the phone stops ringing. That's scary.
And the price could go up. Google can charge more, and you just have to keep going with it. I see that all the time. Like I call it like they're on drugs. It's like they can't get off the Google ads drug, right? They
talk to any PI firm, and if they're listening, they're shaking their head in disgust. They're not shaking their head up and down like yes, they're shaking their head right to left, saying, "Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about," right? Or if you're truck accidents,
we're like a rehab center over here. We're gonna get you out of that. And
yeah. Now I brought that up because LSAs are the best way to get your fix because of the least cost, and then pay-per-click. But you have to be building long term. And that's why I was so excited, and shameless little plug, Array Digital and Kevin, I don't know of many other firms that do SEO at the level that they do. And that's why we actually reached out to them and said, let's talk. I want to share some things. So the other biggest opportunity right now, and I've actually seen this change in the last 18 months, Kevin, is video.
Big topic. I mean, trust me, huge topic. Yeah. And we talk about it all the time here.
It's not
we
new.
Don't do video, so
right. It's not new.
I got you here. That's why I have you here.
Yeah, and I want to show I want to show you guys and your audience and show them really quickly how to do this, because if I've never seen a 7-inch piece of plastic and glass make a grown adult crumble to their knees quicker than if you put a cell phone up in front of them and say, "Okay, I'm going to record a video." They're like, "Oh my gosh, we'll do a brief in front of a trial jury for, an 18-day, but no videos, right?"
And people are scared to death of a camera, right?
They are, right? And I think I know why, is because they probably had tried it or attempted to try it. And they're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to do this. It's taking me 41 takes, 4 hours later. I'm like, video's not for me. I'm not entertaining. I'm a nerd. I have a face for radio. Like,
I got no direction and no one to tell them how to do it properly.
Yeah. And I'm here to tell you that this opportunity is like a big blue ocean. And if you understand it's a science, not an art, to create your own video, then you're like, okay, I'm not nervous anymore. It's a process. And I want to share that with you. But first, the video opportunity, if you don't believe me, go to YouTube, not while you're driving, and type in your city and your practice area. I challenge you to do that. Go to YouTube, the number 2 search engine, owned by the number 1 search engine. And as you know, Kevin, in Google results, YouTube videos are showing up in the middle now, right?
And paired with your content blog or article.
Yeah.
So you'll see the blog and the YouTube video beside it.
Yeah.
They're all connected. And Google obviously owns both properties. And they give you tons of extra. Well, your results will go through the roof if you have a video on every piece that you're putting out.
Oh my gosh. Here are a couple quick stats. If you send out emails, you get a 19% higher open rate with video. 19%. Oh, is that great? Well, if you're sending 100 of them and you're getting 10 people to open them, and now you're getting 19 or 20% more, and those turn into clients because that's free. You're not paying extra for that. And it also decreases unsubscribes by like over 40%.
Wow, that's a great numbers. I mean, 19%. I mean, think about what the open rates are. Standard open rates for
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I mean, if you can
10.
add 19%, or say if you had 30% and you add 19, that's still massive.
It is. And then you put them on your website, and it increases the time spent on a website by almost 4 minutes. And what does that do for their SEO and their domain authority, Kevin?
Oh, yeah. Getting people to your website and traffic helps you with the rankings of what you want to get people there for, right? So you have to have some traffic to build up, and Google goes, okay, there's something happening here. This is a trusted website with great information. All that stuff plays a big part into it. And not to mention the conversion rate of, a sharp attorney with a nice professional video interacting with that user versus just a photo of them taken 10 years ago. Or in some cases, no photos of the team, of very humanless websites. I see them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You want someone to connect with you and say, you know what, that looks like a great person to hire for my situation. And so video can communicate. They can feel a connection to you. So there's so many benefits to it.
Oh my gosh, you hit so many topics. Like I could talk 20 minutes on like 4 topics you just brought, like the connection, the human. People think you're scary. There's normal people, then there's attorneys, right?
Yeah. They don't want to call an attorney and have a question or what, they don't even know what they're getting into.
They think you're going to charge them $1,000 a minute, and everybody's going to jail, even if it was about a probate case. Or they just don't even know, right? And this humanizes you. It absolutely. And if you're sending it out for those people that are in your funnel that have contacted your firm that haven't hired you yet, that are still in discussion, if you use video to give them hope, if you don't give them hope, they won't hire you. If you don't connect with them, they won't hire you. Video eliminates all of that, even for the boring attorney, the one that doesn't like to talk to people, that sat in the back of the class in law school and never raised their hand. Like, those are the people that it connects for. Like a strategy is, if our clients are increasing their show rates and their conversion rates by, like, when they set an appointment, then, you text them, here's the Zoom, or here's my office location, or whatever it may be. You better be doing that. And then you send them an email that says, hey, here's the attorney you're going to meet with. And it's their why video. It's not, I went to Northwestern Law School.
I'm smart. And I spent a bunch of money on law school.
Yeah, right. Don't tell them it's not a time to show them how smart you are. But it's a time to put the video with your dog or your kid or your wife in it in your backyard. And you're telling them, here's why I became an attorney, to help people like you, right? And talk about like a pre-sales video. They show up, they hire at a better rate, it humanizes. There's just so many opportunities. And that's just for the leads that are already in your firm or you're talking to. That's not even talking about increasing your awareness and getting your phone to ring.
So many applications.
Video is crazy. And then I do want to sum it up at the end, how you can do omni-channel marketing with video. But video right now is a big blue ocean of opportunity, Kevin. This time next year, it's going to be less of an opportunity, not because it's going to be less consumption, because there's more attorneys getting into this market and educating their potential clients and building their brand every single day right now. And this is a chance for you to outsmart your competition. I don't care if they're outspending you. You implement video, you're going to outsmart them.
Right? Yeah. Plus the big ones, so like Morgan and Morgan's and stuff like that. They're massive. They're huge. Not everyone's looking for that. So they want the medium to smaller size firm that's going to take care of their needs, and you can leverage that, right? Morgan and Morgan leverage the fact that they're the biggest,
right?
And that works for some people, right? But it can't work for everybody.
We've got a client that's in a small Alabama town. I think they probably have about 250,000 people. Morgan and Morgan moved into their town and they thought they were going to destroy them. So we helped them create a video in their personal injury. And what their video topic was, Kevin, and this is what massive eyes and views and phone calls. Every personal injury attorney says they're free unless they win. Here's 5 ways they can cost you millions of dollars.
Oh, wow.
And the first one, and we helped them script and strategize. The first one was they're just going to try to settle with the insurance company as quick as they can, i.e. the big
Instead of taking your case to trial. And the thing is, if they're not a trial attorney, the insurance company already knows that. So they're like, yeah, they don't go to trial, so we'll be able to settle with them.
Yup. So if video is a way that you can express, like think of a legal pad and you write the word boy on it. You're like, okay, I know what that means. What comes to my mind? You flip the page and then you have a picture of your son that's like 3 years old eating mashed potatoes all over his face. Like, what does that bring to you? The imagery changes. But then you turn it into a video and you show him picking up the fork and throwing it on the ground and diving head first into the mashed potatoes, coming up and laughing. Now you tell me which one is more impactful. And then let me follow it up is, what do you catch yourself in the morning when you wake up and your phone alarm goes off? You're going to shorts, videos probably, and you fall asleep, maybe start out on Facebook or news or and then before you know it, you're on TikTok or Reels or, you're just going through short content video. It's what we all consume. I don't know why attorneys aren't embracing this as quickly as they should.
Totally agree. I mean, like you said, there's just so many applications and different types of video, which is kind of what we're talking about. But you got the longer format, which more of a showcase of your firm or yourself, and then you got so many others. I mean, even retargeting. So, like you said, the funnel. Like, say they come to your website from a Google ad click that costs you $100 because you're PI. And then they go to your website and they don't take action, video, hey, right on their Facebook or their Instagram or whatever they're at, reminding them of the potential problem they have to take care of. And they might be talking to other firms at that point. So you have that chance.
Yeah.
Like you said, for the one you said in Alabama, you have that chance to say, here's the things to be concerned about with other firms. Right. And so while they're in the middle of that decision process, they're like, oh, I didn't even know that. And then who brought that information to them? You did, and it's on video. Yeah.
Well, it even gets connection. Yeah, it even gets a little simpler than that. Let's say you're not even doing pay-per-click, and you should be doing retargeting with videos. But let's say you get in an accident and you're not going to the hospital, you're waiting for the police to arrive, and it's their fault. What's the driver going to do? He's going to look for law firms near me. Okay, there's one on Google Maps that's close to me. There's your law firm with 4.5 stars and 85 reviews. Going to click on that. Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Police arrive. phone shuts off, goes in the back pocket.
Yeah, you don't remember who you're even looking at.
No,
at that point.
You have no idea. We have clients that get repeat business, and they're like, you've represented me on 3 DUIs before. I don't even remember you, right? They don't care about you. Sorry, they don't. They care about
and everyone expects that once they're a client, they're a client.
Yeah, no, right.
And their friends and family will be clients as well.
Yeah, and so then they close their phone because the cops came, get the report, do everything, right? Car towed off. They come home, tell their kids and their family and all this, and then they pick up their phone again, and then your retargeting videos shows up on their feed, and it doesn't leave them alone. They're like, "You're stalking me. You're going to be a big firm. Okay, I'm going to call them," and then you've got you tracking with it. So that's the power of retargeting.
Versus, who was that billboard I saw that? Let me call them.
That I paid $6,000 a month for a 3-month contract that I'm trying to figure out how many cars drive by it. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. But here's where it all falls down, I think, Kevin. It's where attorneys fail at video. 1, they don't calendar the time to do it. 2, they don't know how to do it. And that's what I'd love to share with your group. And 3, they give up because they don't see instant ROI day number 2. Right. So that's where attorneys fail.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, we play big in the SEO game and websites, and we basically have to like tell our attorneys, you need video. I don't know how you're going to get it, but you need to get it. And they don't have a lot of assistance and help unless they go find a local video company who probably doesn't specialize in law firms, who probably doesn't, probably cost an arm and a leg. We bring on an on-site crews, and they're looking at it from a different perspective, right?
Well, then you never get fresh content. You get a set.
No.
You need fresh content. So
you need to be consistent. Just like anything else, like getting financial reports for your law firm every week or every month. You need to have time set aside. We're going to record and we're going to bust out this content and make it part of a regiment, right? You got to be disciplined about it. And you'll get better. It'll get easier. I mean, I've recorded hundreds and hundreds of these podcasts. I'm not any better, but
I think
I got good enough.
Right. But it's the same thing with everything in life. If you're not consistent, you won't do it. So if you don't mind, I'd like to share the science behind this, not the art, to make it easy and break it down.
I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So here's your equipment list. Your cell phone, as long as it's 2 years or newer. A $40 tripod that will raise to 6 feet and telescope down on Amazon. A $35 to $40 plug-in mic, lapel mic, you put right on your button. And that's got like a 20 or 25-foot cable because you don't want Bluetooth. You plug it into your phone, right? And then you find a location. And your location shouldn't be in your conference room that looks like a law library. It should not have the scales of justice in the background, right?
On the courthouse steps.
Yes, right. Oh, that's every other. We'll save all that for the websites, Kevin.
Okay, yeah. Just the whole homepage, big photo of the steps. Yeah,
I'm not bad at it, right? But for instance, with me, I got a metal plate that someone made me that's cut out from all the 50 states with license plates on the back. And don't make fun of me, I got my Chicago Cubs banner and a picture of me skydive. Like, what's real? What's real? What's real in your life? So that's your setting. And so what you need to do is then you kind of break it up into, that's your equipment you need. So what you need to do is
basic and cheap.
Go a couple $100, right? Yeah. You don't even need lighting unless you're.
The cell phone will be the most expensive part of the whole deal.
And you already have it, right? So one, you want to record in 10-minute chunks, not 12, not 15, but 10-minute chunks because you need to upload them and it takes longer. That's just a little practical. And the other thing is you need to shoot horizontal, wide angle with your cell phone. And that's for long form videos. Long form videos, 5 to 8 minutes, YouTube based. Short form videos, you shoot them vertically, 30 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes max, right?
Reels.
Shorts. Reels, shorts, you name it, right? And then TikTok. So when you have your location, you want your location predetermined, Kevin. So when you're ready to shoot, you have to fumble around with adjusting a plant or and don't make it perfect, because if it's perfect, people won't consume it. Make it real. Make it you. You like the flyers, you like, whatever you like. Put it. What are you? What's your hobby? That should be your background, honestly.
Surfing.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, there you go. Put a surfboard in the back next time, right? But anyways, make it real. Don't put a suit on, or if you do, take your tie off. Just be real. They still think you're sophisticated, right? So what you do is, your schedule with this is, you take 20 minutes to script and strategize, and you schedule this and you calendar it, and you don't schedule and calendar your shooting time or your scripting time the same time you record it. Do it on a different day. 1 to 2 days difference. Why? Still fresh in your mind, but you don't have to worry about it, right? So when you script, what we've come up with is templates. That's like a Mad Libs, and then you fill in the blank. Like a good template is like a "did you know" template. Like, hey, did you know that? And then you put in your topics. So let's say if you're in North Carolina, did you know, in family defense, did you know that you have to be physically separated 364 days in North Carolina before you can actually file for divorce, right? Like a "did you know." There's nice React videos that go after like pop culture, like Princess, Meghan and Harry are going to get divorced, right? Let's make a video about that, right? John Morant got caught with guns twice in a month, and he's an NBA player, right?
Yeah, newsjacking is a great way to go.
Oh my gosh, like a lawyer breaks down this. So we have templates for this. So what you do is you have a concept, and your content is all around you. It should be your FAQs, what everybody asks you on intake, what everybody asks you during your consult, things you need to educate your potential clients about, reasons why, all the content is everywhere, right? And we do a whole
look at your blogs and your SEO team.
Oh,
what are you writing about? That's probably the same.
Yes.
That's all you probably have a whole list of a library of stuff you can record.
And when you start thinking about ideas, you'll run out of paper because you'll just keep scribbling them down. You're like, okay, which one do I want to do now? Right. And then you have this one sheet template that you bullet point your ideas. Right. And if anybody wants to, they can send me an email and I'll send it to them. It's okay if I share my email address?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'll put your website back up here.
Yep. Philip, PHILIP at theRainmakerInstitute.com. Put in their video scripts and tell me, you're coming from the Managing Partners podcast. I'll send you the scripts and they're templates. So you get your idea and you put it in a template. And then that's your 1 day schedule. 2 days later, you set aside 45 minutes to 60 minutes. So normally you want to have 2 to 3 scripts so you can shoot a couple videos, right?
It's so much better to batch this instead of like trying to do one a day and just.
Don't do that. Nobody's got time for that, right? No, do it in chunks and do it once or twice a month. That's it. Literally, when you do this for like 2 months, it will take you 90 minutes a month, maybe 2 hours a month max. So you have your script sitting in front of you. You got your background, you got your tripod, you've got your mic plugged in, you've got your cell phone facing you so you can see yourself. And you want to get a shot from the waist up, because then move your hands. Don't be static. You're static, you're boring. Bigger moves, bigger presence. Smaller hand moves, you keep them inside your shoulders. You're a small person. I don't know. That's psychology. It works. Trust me. I'm not Italian, but my hands are flailing all over.
I like this guy. He's got a lot of movement.
Right? Why? I don't know. People like to watch car accidents, clowns at the circus, and me waving my hands. I don't know. But then what you do is you hit record on your phone and you don't turn it off for every take. If you make a mistake, you put your head down or hand up. Okay, why? That's for your editor. I'm going to edit this out. And then you just repeat that sentence again. You're looking down at your script that's in your lap.
Yep.
Shot up. Then you look up at the camera. You repeat 1 to 2 sentences. And then you look back down, get the next. And then you look back up and repeat those couple sentences all the while it's recording. 10-minute chunks. Longer than that, it'll take you forever to upload it, right? So that's how you go through the physical process of scripting and then physically recording it.
And the thing is, like, so between the, if you get a line or two in, and there's the editor that can put all that together. And actually, I prefer videos that have those kind of like jumps to like the next part.
Yeah, but you won't even, an editor will move it, and you watch video, you'll see people clipped out all the time, Kevin, and you don't even, your eye doesn't even know it anymore. We're used to it.
No, I mean, for me, I think it actually adds some interest to the video. Like it's not this, it may be a different angle or a different frame, but it's they just, it's like it was meant to be there.
Yes. And so that's how you get over the fact of, I'll sound stupid on camera. Don't worry, nothing gets pushed out unless you approve it. That's why you're like, I'm not entertaining and I don't know what to say. Well, say 1 or 2 sentences at a time and let your editors edit it all out. Then the next thing, after you've got your video and after you've got it edited, put in with your logo, a little bit of music sometimes, lightly edited, some text overlay to highlight it, highlight your main points, like your 3 bullet points, or I'll show you if you email me about and you want the scripts. And then the distribution. Here's the key. Here's the key. You got to get eyes on it. So you start and you put your long form video, 5 to 8 minutes. Why? YouTube can run 2 ads. YouTube wants to make money. You give them opportunity to make more money. And surprisingly, your videos just show up more. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea why. That's what the data says. Just do it. Then what you do is you transcribe that video, and then you've got your newsletter written for you. You take that video and you slice it up into 3 or 4 short form videos. And now you've got your long form, your short form. You've got new, fresh content for your newsletter. If you want to put it on your website, you've got you got videos you can send to people that are talking to you that haven't hired you yet. Mm-hmm. You can put this on your social media. Like, so for day number 1, I'm going to put the long form video on all my platforms. So just sign up for every platform: Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, everyone. Because on day number 1,
organically post them separately to each of those. Yeah.
Yes. And understand what it takes to post it to them. So you know the process. So when you have the video done, you're not guessing. So while the editors are editing, figure out how to post to all the platforms. So
so one of the things you do here is you don't want to just like post it to YouTube and then share that link on LinkedIn or Facebook, because their algorithms won't want to promote
competitors.
Your videos, third-party link.
Yeah. Very big key. If you're putting them on any social platform or different platforms, load them up natively to that platform. Don't share them because they're all competitors. And guess what? You share a TikTok video on Facebook and nobody's going to see it. Wonder why, right?
Yeah.
They just won't show it. Very good point, Kevin. But then on Monday, your schedule is I put the full form video, the long form. And then on Tuesday on all my platforms, I put the transcribed content, and that goes out as a post. Even on Facebook, it's just a content with a picture. Yep, that's fine. And then that Thursday, you put out a short form on Reels, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Shorts, right? And then on Friday, you put your other reel. And then on Sunday, you put your third reel, because for every long form video, you should be able to get 2 to 4 reels out of it, or short videos, I mean. So by creating this one piece of video and then multi-purposing it for every platform, going through a process that you've got your topics and then it's fresh every week, and you've got a whole schedule of content that's just going out everywhere, and you're spending 2 hours a month. I don't know. That seems pretty attractive to me.
And here's the thing, like, I know a lot of attorneys, even clients, they love to write. And so they like writing and blogging and answering questions and talking about new laws and all this stuff. You already know what to say. You already know the answers to all this stuff.
Yeah.
So if I gave my attorney, here's the question that we always get asked, they could answer it. It's simple for you to record this versus writing this. Like, writing for me is a lot harder than
just
recording it. So.
Yes. And then you multi-purpose it for everywhere, and you let your editors make you fancy. You let your editors make you entertainment. You cut out all the junk. And remember, they're looking for a legal answer. Mm-hmm. They're not looking for a Mr. Beast entertaining video where he gives away $10 billion, right? That's not what they're looking for. They want information. They go to YouTube, they go to Google, they go to social, they go to these places to find the information. Be there, have your fresh videos, put them everywhere. It's not an art, it's a science. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, you know, there's some of these lawyers out there that they're like crazy and yelling and it's all kinds of crazy. It's like, you don't have to be trying to repeat what they're doing.
Like
where they probably get a lot of attention and views. Do you want to hire that lawyer or not? At the end of the day, I'm not sure, but
yeah,
I don't think I would.
It attracts a certain type of clientele, right?
Yeah.
And that's not what we're asking for, because that's not your brand. Be authentic. We have estate planners that knit. And so they're the knitting estate planners. Why? I don't know. They like to knit. They can talk about it and people watch it because it makes them real, right? Another one does their videos with paw in order. And his video is the dog trespassing and he overlays the dog's voice and gives it a voice. And those are some of the most viewed videos. Tell me you're an attorney without telling me you're an attorney. It makes his phone ring. It's funny.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, so I guess the theme is here, huge opportunity in video. I see it underutilized greatly in the legal space. And a lot of things that you covered too, like they don't feel like they have the time or the know-how or the equipment or the support, or they don't know what to talk about. All very simple things to overcome.
Yep.
But you just got to tell yourself, I'm going to do this. And just like you have with everything else, starting your business, starting your firm, we're going to do this and we're going to figure this out.
I always say you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't do them both. You need more video. You need it. I just showed you or told you how to do it. And if you want me to repeat all of those things or have somebody that does the work, send us an email or reach out. Go to the rainmakerinstitute.com, or my email is philip@the rainmakerinstitute.com. We'll walk you through this entire process. We even have like 14 and 21-day challenges that we offer a couple times a year.
That's pretty cool.
We do it over a 3 or 4 week series or 2 day or 2 week or whatever it may be. And we teach you everything we just talked about. Like, we want to share with you how you can do this yourself. Then you'll get it.
I mean, I appreciate you sharing what you have. I mean, a lot of good tactical, things that we covered here. That should help anyone listening that's either already doing a little bit of video or just hasn't done it at all. But I'll back Philip up with video is super important. And in the SEO world, massive gains in SEO rankings and traffic if you have video with your content. And so we're doing everything we can to get our clients to produce video as however.
It's a no-brainer for your clients that you're heavily investing in SEO. Just double down with little effort.
And here's the thing: like, I got a proof. I did it myself. So I'm recording videos right now, just a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do them myself, by the way. I just do them right here, and I edit it very lightly, and then I just upload them. I have like a intro, outro thing, and that's it. So I'm not getting any help from my team. I'm just doing it myself. I'm a little more capable, maybe, than some, but they do the trick. They don't have to be perfect. No. And we had we put a article that my SEO team wrote, very long form piece that should rank, right, for local SEO for law firms. And we got some steep competition in this market for law firm marketing and SEO. So I watched it. We watched it for a few weeks, and we were like maybe the second or third page, which means you get nothing, basically. And so we were waiting to do a test. So I did a video about 2 minutes long, in this case, maybe about 2 minutes, on basically the article, but a short form video of me explaining it. And I said, for more, read the full article. Well, we put that on YouTube. We linked it to the page. In 2 days, we jumped up to the first page and saw an increase in organic traffic for local SEO for law firms.
Google loves itself, don't they?
A direct correlation with a very short time frame. And, if you're a lawyer, you're talking about SEO, you're like, 6 months, 18 months. Like, it's this long game, but video is going to give you a very quick advantage. So think about that.
It's like, just to wrap it up, look at the opportunity. Go to YouTube, type in your city and your practice area. You may see a couple that are 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. You may see one that's like no view, like it's not there. They're not there. And if you don't believe me, type in the biggest metro area you can think of that's closer to you and see what they're doing. And it's still not there. but next year won't be the case. Jump in.
Yeah, that's because Philip's going to sell everyone video and get them up and running. I hope so. No, so this is super important. I think it's a great tip for everyone. I appreciate, again, like the breakdown. Listen to this video again, revisit it if you need to, or reach out to Philip, and I'm sure they can point you in the right direction.
Would love to talk with you and share some more insights about how it would affect you and your firm and how you guys could implement it and what it would look like. Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, the RainmakerInstitute.com. Check out Philip and his company. Obviously, he's passionate about what he does. He's helped a lot of firms. They've been in this space for a very long time. We're newbies compared as far as being in this.
25 years next year.
Yeah. So they know what they're talking about. So connect with him. Again, you can reach out to me. I can connect you all as well, as always. So Phil, I appreciate it. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
Just understand what the value of video is. You know it. You need more video. If you reach out to us, I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself in a scientific process that then you'll actually do. Just do it. Just like what Kevin said. You opened your firm. You're like, okay, I'm just going to do this. Right? You know it. So, but thanks I appreciate the time, Kevin. I am passionate about this because I've seen it affect change positively in so many law firm owners that were stuck at the same revenue for the last 5 years, getting outspent. They didn't know what to do. And they're like, wow, this is an opportunity right now. These only come along every 5-10 years, big opportunities that are new. This is the one.
Love it. I love it. So everyone listen to what he had to say. I'm backing that up. You got to get in the video, figure it out, and make it happen. So, Phillips, thanks so much for sharing. Everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Again, reach out to me, put comments, questions. If you see this posted anywhere that you're watching it, we will come back and answer those questions as well, and I can connect you with Philip directly if that's what I need to do. So, get out there. Grow your law firms, help more people, and make sure you start video. Let's go. Cool. Thanks. All right, guys. Philip, you stay behind.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
The scenes with me, and
I'm going to reach out to you so we can talk in a couple weeks about a little bit more and see if there's anything else synergy-wise that we can do together. Okay, buddy?
Yes, sir. All right. We'll see you and have a great day.
This was awesome. Thanks again.
Yes, sir. Thanks.